We are back at Guiting Power to walk leg 15, I believe this is, of the North Cotswold Diamond Way. We're going to head off out past the church. I think we're doing about 5 and a bit miles today. Rain is forecast, so let's hope it holds off. So we are starting again past the church, heading this way. Diamond Way sign. Danny has already unhelpfully gone through the gap. I think we're just getting onto the road just down here, so I might as well keep the boys on the lead. Ooh, but they are very keen. Oh, so not a road then, actually across this ploughed field. You can see how dry it's been after such a wet winter. We've actually had quite a dry few weeks, but sadly, unlike last weekend when it was lovely and sunny, it is quite chilly today. It's a little man-made waterfall. There we go. Happy spaniel. So our outgoing route is on the Diamond Way, and we're going to look up this slope. Just up here is the intersection of where we're going to return after we've done our loop. Just got a short section of road walking. Steady boys, wait. As you can see, we're still on the Warden's Way, and we're just going to head uphill up there for a short distance. There we go, not too far until we get to this gate. Warden's Way. Well, there is you might just be able to make it out, the blue diamond sticker on that sign. It looks like we're heading along there. So it's like Paul's while I wait for the dogs to catch up with me. They have found something by the looks of it to eat in this woodland. It'll be a dead something. They're either eating it or rolling in it, no my luck. Once again, this is starting off being an absolutely lovely route. We are deep in the heart of the North Cotswolds, lots of little roads to get here. But I think even with the threat of rain and the odd sprinkles that are already starting to come, I think we're going to find this is a glorious walk. And so far, I would highly recommend the North Cotswold Diamond Way to anybody looking for a new route. A nice view into the valley down below. You probably can't make it out on the screen, but I can just see the river in places. The other one is back on his lead, because this is the sort of field where there might be, I don't think there are any, but just in case there's any sheep hiding in a dip. What a lovely view down there. Oh, and I wonder, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera, but there's National Hunt Horse training fences over there again. I wonder if that's anything to do with John Joe O'Neill's yard that we walked through on the walk before last. As you can see, boys, wait. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of road again. Still on the Gustav Holt and Warden's Way paths. So we are just coming into the village of Naunton. It's still early spring, but isn't that blossom beautiful? That looks like the church has been converted into a very lovely house. Sort of back down in the valley of the little river. It does look like we're going uphill again, just up there. So, looking at the map, we are actually staying on the lower level. But actually, you could cut up that path up there and cut out a corner. But, you know, we want to try and do the whole path if we can. So we're going to stay on the bottom loop. Oh, there's a dovecote you can visit in the village of Naunton. Right, I'm going to let Danny off to have a little splash in the water as well. Apparently the river is quite shallow. Nice? This is a lovely section. It's along the river, which Bailey has checked out a few times, and it's definitely shallow. There's lovely Cotswold houses on the other side. It's almost like a canal at this point. And we're going to turn right just where that little bridge is. Heading slightly uphill, out of the village and away from the river. You can see the village of Naunton below us. Oh, I might have to put my coat back on because as we got a bit higher up and a bit less shelter from the wind is quite chilly. You might be able to see quite a black looking sky over there. I'm definitely going to get wet at some point. Just got to the top of the hill. We've got a short stretch along this B road and then a left hand turn. I think probably where there's a sign just up there. So you can tell we're in racing country, having been to John Joe O'Neill's racing yard 2 walks ago. We're now going to walk through Ben Pauling's racing yard. What a fabulous setup for training racehorses. We are still on the Diamond Way. Little junction of paths here. We're going to leave the Gustav Holst Way and we're heading sort of to the right and a bit more downhill down that way. Let's hope these two do not pull me over going down a hill. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it is now raining, so I put my jacket back on again.
For 170 meters.
Go on in. It might have stopped raining again. I might just leave my jacket on because it's every time the sun peeks from behind the clouds I think, oh, I'll take my jacket off, and then literally 5 seconds later it rains again. So we've literally done 30 metres on this road, and now we are joining the Windrush Way, which I think we were on a few walks ago. I really must examine this Warden's Way, Windrush Way, Gustav Holt Way, because they obviously all cover this area but in slightly different permutations. This is lovely, isn't it? Not sure if we're in a little hamlet or something, or if it's just an individual house. Just drop down into a nice little valley again, quite sheltered from the wind, and on the bridle path, so it's quite wide. Nice easy walking again. Been chasing pheasants. I think this is clay pigeon shooting setup. I'm not exactly sure. Just popped him back on the lead. Because I'm not really sure exactly what it is. It's got to be clay pigeon shooting. Oh, here we go, another puddle. It's been a steady climb up this track for a while. I can hear the road up ahead. Oh, just before you get to that B road there, we are picking up the Windrush Way footpath, which looks like it sort of follows the line of this Cotswold stone wall. So we've done 2 sides of the triangle, and now this is our return route basically back to the village of Power Guiting. Oh, I got my camera out just too late. Oh, there's another one. Hoping you can see that. No idea whether you can see it on the screen. We'll get around the other side of this tree. I think it's a kite. Oh, that's a shame. Disappeared from view. I think it was a pair of red kites. Oh yeah, it's over there now. Yeah, definitely. I think the camera won't pick the one up that's right over there. It's definitely not as good as the human eye for seeing things in the distance. Annoyingly, a very un-dog friendly style, which with Bailey's arthritis, I'm going to have to be quite careful getting him over it. And then we head on towards that house. Style, luckily, enough of a gap for the dogs to get under, and we're just literally crossing the road. The Windrush Way sign is just over there. I'm assuming by the fact we're going downhill that we're heading back to the Windrush River. And as you can see, Bailey is a little bit limpy from having to have jumped over that stile. Ooh, Danny. Oh, it is so strong. It's an area of ground nesting birds according to the signs, so I'm keeping both boys on the lead because birds is one thing they definitely will go for. So there's a whole selection of signposts here, and you can obviously go that way, and for us we are going this way and taking the left-handed route, which is the restricted byway, which I'm guessing is down to that sort of pond. Sort of feels like old parkland, doesn't it? So we've come from that parkland, and the Komoot app says that is a footpath, and that very clearly says private. So we will follow the route that is in the Ramblers Diamond Way guidebook, which is back along the lane. Seems to be a nice quiet lane, and the sun has come back out. And there, not sure if you can make it out in the distance, is the village. That lovely view. Isn't that a lovely view? I suppose if you've got to walk along a lane, this is rather a nice one. We've met one bicycle so far. We are not really that far from the village now. I can see the church just ahead in front of me. So, as ever, thank you very much if you've watched it all the way through. And I will put the GPX file, sorry, I'm getting towed by Danny. I will put the GPX file in the description, so if you want to download it, you can do that, and then you can follow this route. Or check out the Ramblers book, The Diamond Way, and you can do one of the 30 walks. I think this is walk 15. So we are halfway round, I think, now. It's a lovely walk again, highly recommend it. It's a really nice way to see other parts of the Cotswolds that you might not see on the standard tourist walking routes.